Now, I'm sure as everyone already has been informed over the last 24 hours, John Cena has suffered a torn rotator cuff, I think. And a lot of people are like either A, they're feeling sorry for him, they want him to get well soon. Others are cheering and rejoice. And others are pretty much saying, and I'm one of these people that will say, like everyone knows, my opinion of John Cena has tanked. Like, I can't stand him as a character on TV. I can't stand his backstage attitude. And I recently lost respect for him as a human being after his little I do charity work, therefore you must like me promo the night after Elimination Chamber last year. I'm still protesting. I'm still waiting for an apology, Cena. You have a chance to make this right with me and with a bunch of fans you might have pissed off. But now to hear that he's gonna miss WrestleMania and he's gonna miss the first half of 2016, my ultimate opinion is I don't know. I'm overall indifferent. Like, I don't cheer and rejoice that Cena's hurt. In fact, I don't do that because one, that means I'd have to be a sick bastard for that. But on the other hand, I can't say I feel sorry for him because I think this is karma coming back to bite him for his promo. So ultimately, I don't know. I honestly don't know what to think and feel about John Cena's situation. Now, I saw an article on Bleacher Report by Donald Wood. I might put the link in the description if I remember, because I tend to forget to put links in the description for that. Then my Patreon that I recently started, which I'll make a video about that at a later date once I get everything set up, and my PayPal donation thing. Uh, I've also went ahead and Donald Wood expressed that this setback of injury for John Cena is going to cause short-term and long-term damage to WWE. Here's my ultimate opinion on that, and I found someone made a comment, and I have to agree with this guy's comment where he says that this is a detriment that basically over relying on Cena was a detriment to the industry instead of helping it, because while John Cena is proven to be a great worker and has done so much talent, except for his unwillingness to put people over, for my honest opinion on that. Poor Bray Wyatt and the Nexus. Uh, Ultimately, he hasn't really changed his character much. Like, unless they're going to throw in an NWO angle to him like they did with Hulk Hogan, though ultimately Cena's going to say no to this and then ultimately concede because he gets to make more money out of this, like Hulk Hogan immediately said. Or was it Scott Hall that said that Hulk Hogan agreed to it because he said, "Oh, I'll get more money out of this." So yeah. So the fact that this is saying long-term damage, it should not have said long-term damage. This shouldn't be long-term damage for WWE. This should only be short-term damage, because the over-reliance and saying, well, the WWE is basically John Cena. John Cena is WWE. And to do that booking angle they do, well, that's going to cause huge problems for WWE. It has become a long-term damage to them since they have over-relied on him for the last 10 years and basically told everyone else to screw themselves over along the way. Now, what does that mean for WWE? Well, they'll have no choice at this point, since with the loss of Seth Rollins, Cesaro, all these other upper mid card guys, and their main event talent. I would say Seth Rollins was a main event talent, however, his booking says otherwise, despite his world title reign. But yeah, if if they're finally seeing that this problem needs to be resolved now, it should only be a short-term damage, not long-term. They have talent. They still have Dolph Ziggler, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Kevin Owens, all these other talented guys. They can still capitalize on Sandow if it's not too late, though I'm having doubts on that since they don't seem to like him that much. So let's see how this will affect WrestleMania. Now, reportedly, either Roman Reigns or The Undertaker was going to fight John Cena. Well, now that that plan is obviously off the tables now, they'll have to use a younger guy to do it since Randy Orton's gone. Sheamus is pretty much not really over with fans unless his 515 angle still continues, though they can't really do that angle since Roman Reigns is champion. So yeah. They still have guys like Rusev now. a lot of people are saying, oh, well, Kevin Owens can possibly fight The Undertaker. So what does that leave for Brock Lesnar? Well, that leaves him with Bray Wyatt. Now, what does Roman Reigns get to do for this? Well, since Triple H might fight The Rock, since The Rock's coming back for WWE WrestleMania, since there's rumors that The Rock might actually wrestle, though that's currently not been confirmed yet. He just says he has something big planned. Um, right now, the only opponents that Roman Reigns can fight is Brock Lesnar, if they don't do with Bray Wyatt, and last but not least, Triple H. So, what does that mean for WrestleMania overall? I'm pretty much gonna say this. This might give me some negative comments if people actually watch this video at times. That they might say this is a blessing in disguise because John Cena's injury has the way to. Because just like last time when John Cena was hurt, more stars were given more exposure on TV, whereas last time it was all about John Cena this, John Cena that, and anyone that feuded with John Cena, he would be the one that gets over with them. And ultimately, Daniel Bryan was the last guy to do that, and let's see how this works now. With all these guys injured and John Cena now forced to take time off, I'm hoping that he understands how to be damn sincere about his attitude when it comes to his charity work, where he says, I do charity work, therefore you must like me. Love me, people! Which I say repeatedly over and over again, you should never ever ask for anything in return. If you want people to like you, actually do something to make them like you, not do charity work and therefore making it look like you're just using the suffering of the innocent. Well, everyone, this was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate, and stay tuned for more.